Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today we're reviewing a new cigar from Blackwork Studio, James Brown and his gang. This is the Boondock 2019. Previously known as the Boondock Saint, in the previous 2 years, this is the third year we've had this cigar, and there is an almost closed, interesting looking foot. Has a pretty good feel in the hand for this size cigar, which happens to be a Corona Larga 6 1/4 by 46. Also comes in a Robusto 5 1/4 by 50. Now this cigar uses, the wrapper is Pennsylvanian broadleaf. You also have some of that in the filler. Now the binder is Nicaraguan Habano. The filler, going back to the filler again, is Nicaraguan and U.S. Pennsylvania broadleaf and Connecticut. So made in Nicaragua, the Fabrica Oveja Negra factory, of course. That is pretty much the quick, long, and the short of it. Let's get right to it. The Boondock 2019 Corona Larga. Here is our cat we will be negotiating. Ooh, good draw. Oh, that's a very good draw. And the cigar does have a dense feel in the hand for something this size. We may get a good burn time out of this. I've had 3 or 4 of them previously. Let's see how this one shakes out. Well, initially your flavors are dark. I'm getting anise, a little bit of a sweetness of maybe some brown sugar. Dark chocolate, not very sweet. A lot of earthy black coffee, some nutmeg thrown in there, and black pepper at roughly 8 plus. Can I say this? I love the black peppers already. Everything else is just really dark and takes time to develop. So that's how you start. Let's see how we develop by the first third. Not a bad start. Over here at the first third, and what you've got now, cigar has sort of settled down and gotten a little bit more defined. It is still dark, but there is some sweetness that has picked up. I do believe you have a cedar, and it's quickly followed by a lot of a brown sugar nutmeg paste, and it's just how it tastes. It's like a paste. There's still quite a bit of black pepper. There's still dark chocolate. There's still quite a bit of an earthy black coffee. The anise I don't have anymore. The finish is a touch of chocolate with that brown sugar nutmeg paste and some pretty good lingering black pepper. Cigar is medium to full body. And I do believe we'll go up. That pasty flavor or texture of a paste, it just lingers on the finish. It's a good cigar. It's very dark, but it has a good bit of sweetness to it. It's sort of different for James, but I like so many of his things. This I'm starting off at 93. It's right there with me. If I pick this cigar up and have it, I did, and I'm thinking at this point, this is a 93. It's pretty good. It's pretty doggone good. So let's see what develops by the second third. End of the second third. And you have the same primary flavors. That paste is very interesting. And it's just, it goes on and on and on. The coffee notes have risen a little bit, and a little bit of the brown sugar decreased. It's not quite as sweet as it was in the first third. I'm lowering the score to 92. It's still a good cigar. It's interesting because of that pasty taste, that pasty flavor. Full body, full body. Finish is pretty much unchanged. It's still that paste that we described before. The pepper is still good, but it's toned down. It's not an 8 anymore. It's probably 7. But it's still good, and it's nice lingering black pepper. But the cigar is good. Just lost a little bit of sweetness, so being critical, I dropped it 1 point. Let's see what the final third brings, and we'll wrap her up. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Here at the end, you have a lot of chocolate and black coffee. You still have that thick paste of that nutmeg. Really, the nutmeg and chocolate are really making a very thick paste now. It's not a lot of sweetness. There's some. It's almost leathery aspects to the texture of the cigar. I don't really have the cedar anymore. There is a little sweetness in that chocolate. It's not so much a brown sugar sweetness, but it's a chocolate sweetness and a lot of that nutmeg, and it's making a paste. Quite a bit of chocolate and black coffee right now. Very full bodied. Finish is pretty much chocolate, nutmeg, paste, and nice lingering black pepper. Cigar is really enjoyable. It's just a little different. Not my favorite Blackwork Studio cigar, but it's very good, and I like it. In the final third, critically speaking, I'm dropping it to 91 simply because it's lost a lot of the integrity of the cigar as it started. But that being said, your overall score is 92. Nothing bad. So it sort of goes downhill from the first third, but not a lot. It just sort of transitions into different phases. This is a good cigar and very powerful, and a nice addition to the portfolio. James, good cigar. So there you have it, the Boondock 2019 Corona Larga 92.